Hey guys, it's Starting coming at you with another game of Hollow Knight. We're here in Deep Nest. Things are fine. We have way too much money. Makes me nervous, but hey, maybe we'll just lose all of it and rage out and quit the game. Life is very long. It's impossible to know. So we're just gonna keep on going over to the left. We've been most of the other places here. There's an optional boss up and to the left and an optional boss down and to the right. We've already beat both of them, so we're just gonna carry on. And I'm sure before long we'll be just fine. Alright, we need to go. Like, they don't all resurrect into their creepy little counterparts. Alright, so we just go left here, and then we will continue on leftly for a while. It's like I knew they were up to something. They're always being up to something here. Oh goodness. Oh no. Okay, well that's a problem. It was wearing the face of the Watcher thing, but it definitely wasn't them. Alright, and there we're definitely, supposed to go around them, I guess. I do want to go up here, because I've got to hope that we can find, like, that we can find a bench or like hopefully a fast travel station so I can go home up to the top and spend some of this money. It does make a man nervous to have so much in a game that'll take it all from you. Alright, so there, I don't know how we're supposed to actually work on them, but if you draw them out, you can get on top there, and it looks like they're just defending. Oh no. Alright, we got out alive. This is like just... Well, I guess it's not that far from a bench, but it would... I don't like that this game takes all my money when I die. Maybe I could just, like, learn to ignore it. Alright, and we managed to live with 1 health again. Man, this is miserable and intense. But we free the grub. You know, I wouldn't be so worried if I didn't have all this cash. Okay. That feels bad. Alright, so that one won't talk to me. Alright, we're getting closer and closer, and things are getting more symbolic in the background. Always nerve-wracking when the background gets highly symbolic. Ah. Okay. You say August 13th will be the worst day for YouTube? If you say so. Also, good afternoon. Alright, so... Ah, there it was. We didn't walk enough on the floor there. Oh, it's gonna implement egg restrictions and stuff. Ah. I did not realize. Yeah, I think a lot of these modern internet restrictions that are happening are likely to be mistakes. I try not to talk too much about current events, but I think that's a mild enough take on one that I can keep to my rules. Yeah, I think in general when people use computers to replace things that people should be doing, like, you know, with their choices, it is generally unwise. But again, I'm not an expert in people or machines. But I have been on computers a long time. Alright, does she have anything cool? No, it's just these markers that I'll never use. Even though, you know, I probably should. And we've already seen that that's just like a house. Like, where's the shop here? Yeah. Like there's 4 doors and I choose the wrong one every time. Alright, so... Alright, so I think we're gonna get... If we get another mask shard, that'll be another HP thing. And then we'll buy a simple key. Because people are always telling me that I need a simple key. He keeps on being like, this is the last mask shard that you get. He says, as it turns out, I do actually have one more of these shards left. The very last one. I feel bad charging you so much for the previous shards. Especially because it means I have to charge even more for this one. Funny stuff. We're going to buy this simple key. Now we've got a simple key and an elegant key. And, you know, 7 HP things, so that's good. And, importantly, now we have gotten rid of all of our money, which means I no longer care what happens to us. And we could be cheerful about exploring and fighting bosses and stuff. The losing of the money, you know, I don't like it. I don't know what the station's name is. Oh, okay, so the room there that we walked around to get to the fast travel, that is where... That's the village at the end of the road. Good stuff. And the bench, you know, doesn't work. Which isn't great, because, like, what am I... Oh. Alright, so falling to the left there looks like we get somewhere. Those guys, you just gotta get in a real precise area, and then it's fine. Ah, there we go. Alright, so that didn't work. Oh no, I did it again! I forgot. Well. One more time with feeling. Clean. Ah, and then there's the wall through there, I guess. That's as close as it gets to that bench. No, because there was a way to fix the bench in that other area. Alright, we could have went back up that way. Alright, so don't fall down again. It is very annoying to fall down. Alright, so we're gonna go into the lower one on the grounds that the lower one is probably going to be the one that doesn't have the big bad boss in it. Alright, there's a pile of cocooned up things. They say, not friends. I believe that. They lied. Of course, you can sort of tell that they're not friends and that they lied from, you know, the things going on here. So there was a place over here to the left. Oh, it's just this. Well, now we have to go through all of that again. No, because we could, like... No, we couldn't. Anyway, we're going to go through all of that again. But... You know, now we know that I'm incapable of making wise choices. But yeah, that route is a lot faster now that we discovered that one, at least. All right. All right, so is... Why I jump this guy? He said, that pass you hold, is it off for that ghastly machine, the tram? I hope you're not thinking of riding that grotesque contraption. The thought of a mere machine could attempt what we stags do? Foolish. Very foolish. Well, actually, I haven't seen a single thing where the tram can go to. Alright, so... Normally, there's like a thing where you can pay to fix a bench, but there isn't on this one. That's fine. I would prefer to have one here. It seems like it's a really long run. But I guess we'll wake up in town, fast travel down repeatedly. I don't love that. You know, we could just win, but... Alright. We have met some people. They are not friends, we have been told already. They got a little strings going on here. Greetings. You are very tired. Sit and rest. Well, I don't love that. Please sit and rest. We're friends. Welcome. Sit and rest. It is warm and safe. Sit and rest. Welcome. You need rest. Sit and rest. Alright, well, they're not gonna force us to fight. Look, I've played a video game before. These guys are up to no good. This bench is not gonna work. They're about to try to feed us to a spider. Yep. I've played games before. Alright, what have we here? We have been wrapped up. Sit and rest. They lied. Not friends. We are in the beast's den. That could be the title. I'm so glad I spent my money. All right, so I don't actually know how to beat those things without being able to go over top them. Fortunately, you know, we'll be able to get our shade, not too difficult. And we find a hollow ensue. Will you speak to me? Rest. Okay, I have no idea how to fight them. Yeah, 'cause, yeah, I just don't know. Maybe you can't fight them from that angle? No, there's gotta be a way. Yeah, because it's like, how do you... I don't get it. I don't get it. Nope. Not like that. Because if you get above them, they don't block you, but they block from the front, and then they do that charging attack. I just don't, I just don't get it. Yeah, I just need to do the timings much better I guess it's just a very incremental thing. Like you get your hit and then dash out when they go to hit. I mean, yeah. If you can't get over top of them, I guess that's the way to do it. Very gradually and dying 8 times. Doesn't really bode well for my ability to beat whatever boss this is if I just die on trash repeatedly. However, in my Hollow Knight play, okay, we can just go right this next time. And we won't have to go that way again. Wow. Wow. Sometimes they back off. I expected that one to do that, and they didn't. But we end up getting rid of them all the same. For the amazing reward of one of these. But maybe these guys don't respawn or something as we do this. Maybe. We'll heal up real quick before we get into a fight with this Joker here. Man. Oh, that's rough. Oh, that's so rough. Oh, it's gonna take like 1,000 years to get back to where that is, if I ever can. And those big dudes do regenerate, but of course we did open up a fair bit of various walls through falling, and those will remain, you know, opened. Man, that's, the angle of jumping and then trying to swing up. Tricky stuff. Alright, thank goodness. Of course, this place, we don't have a map for it, but it says we have updated the map, so, you know, that's at least something. And importantly, aha! They have shed their disguises. Of course, there were... Alright, so there's 6 holes in the mask here, but there were 7 disguises. We'll see how it all pans out. Alright, so we've got this bench here. I guess now that we found that, we can go back up here and try to fight a couple of these dudes that we'd previously, you know... Alright, so a strange thing. It doesn't look like... Doesn't look like we can get anything out of it, but at least we tried. And now the good part of the game. Boss fights! No, it's all a good part of the game. I assume we're going to have a boss fight soon, after all. Alright, well... Alright, in conclusion, I don't think what you do with their hats matters. I don't think that summons them. I do think it's suspicious that they are able to replace themselves. It makes me think that maybe they're like all two raccoons in a trench coat. That could have been 14 kids that were raccoons in a trench coat. Alright, so... Right. Oh, we can't dash through them. Well, that's bad. Anyway, right. I don't get it. I don't know how to fight them. But fortunately my shade's just right here, so that's good. Like, I absolutely don't get it. I don't know if that did anything at all, but it made me feel nice to use my abilities. Alright. In conclusion, now we have found it. Alright, so we've broken down here. A sleeping figure lays atop the stone plinth. And I guess we do the fight with 2 things because nothing matters. Oh, it heals me up here. Good. Good. Hello. Buongiorno. Ça va? Bound for brood, for child. Hold B to focus. Okay. Wait, what? Really? I was sure we were gonna have a boss fight. I mean, that was a lot of nonsense to have to go through. Maybe there'll be one when we go down. Because when we fought the first one, like here at the Watchers thing, there was like a boss fight. There was the Watcher Knights right before that. So I just, I guess I just assumed that over here we would have one as well, but it does heal me up, and now we're going to and this one we can go over his head. Like, maybe we're gonna brawl here now that we've destroyed the thing? Nope, they're all gone. But what? But who's the spider? I don't... But who's the spider? I don't get it. I jump again. I don't... Man, I don't get it. I don't... Was I not paying attention to something? Like... The journal's just for the things that we fought, right? Yeah, I do not understand. Maybe I'm not supposed to. Maybe if we drop all the way down, there's a fight? We've already been there before. Anyway, in that central room over there, there is a way to go up, and that's where we're gonna pursue. And, yeah, that's what we'll do. That's so funny. Man, I could have sworn it was going to be a boss fight. I was so prepared to learn something. To complain a lot and say repeatedly that I wasn't getting it and then to eventually get it. I was ready for all of that. Oh. Aw, come on. Really? A double hit? Just because it's totally fair and I should have been smart doesn't mean that I'm happy about it. I wonder if you could probably get here before you even get the monarch wings. Yeah, because to get here you could just... I don't know, there might be a jump or 3 that you can't make with it, but I don't know. Although I did things in an order, I'm pretty sure you don't have to do them in the exact same order. Maybe a lot of them have to be done, though. I don't know. There's some mobility things that I thought had to be done a specific way, but I'm sure that if you, like, really understood how to do stuff, you might be able to get around it some other way. Hey, Natasha. A painter, a mask maker. Is it mask or face upon the creature? In Hallownest, a difficult thing it can be to decipher. Does it know of the face that hides beneath? Such remarkable contrast the worm conceived. I kind of love their little gibberish. So that's good fun. Well, is that really all there is up there? Alright, maybe it is. So this person doesn't sell anything. We don't want to. For this kingdom is faceless, I shall provide. Alright, I guess this is just a dude who makes masks, and they're not gonna say anything more about it. Smart. But yeah, we got through the little mazy distant village thing. I was so sure there was going to be a boss fight. But unless I have not figured out where it's at, I don't think there is one. Oh. Yeah, we probably could have fallen down that way. If I look at this map and there's a little door... Alright, it looks like we did go to the right spot there. So, no idea how it all works, but at least we know that we probably fully explored this distant village. I don't know what's over there to the bottom right. I thought that was where we fought Nosk. Maybe it isn't, and there's something else going on there. You know, we'll pursue that someday if it forces us to. Alright, so one watcher left. So that's going to be in that little bubbly mushroomy, jellyfishy kind of place. But he's on the other side of the shadow wall, so... I don't know. Well, now that there's nowhere else to go, I guess we'll... So we need 13 more geos so that we can get the vessel fragment, and then we won't have all this money on us, and that's good. My savior, so close. Alright, that was fruitful. Look, there's no worse thing in the whole game than having money. It always feels terrible. I don't know who their target audience was with that. It's definitely not me. Because, like, they won't encourage me to play well. No one can make me do that. All they'll do is make me, like, overly anxious and worried about loss. Which, you know, good for them. Like, it's hard. But, you know, all that'll happen is I'll play the game in an obnoxious manner most of the time to get around the fact that my money disappears. I won't, like, get smart. I'll just grind for another hour somewhere. You know, it's not a good mechanic. Maybe it is for some people. It's not for me. It doesn't encourage me. But we bought that key thing earlier, so maybe... Because somebody, once upon a time, was like, it's an elegant key, but it didn't unlock the thing, so maybe we can, Hey, FB lover, how are you? Wow. Amazing. Awesome. You say you're nice. Good for you. Oh, I'm not nice. I'm like a really mean person. Use a simple key. Hooray! So now do I not have one anymore? Right, now I don't have one anymore. That's alright. Alright. The Royal Waterways. Oh, right, they would expand to fill all of the space there. These are the Royal Waterways, so they have lots of money to raid, which is awful because we went from not having any money and feeling fine to now having money and feeling anxious about it again. Literally unplayable. That's right, do not have a map for this area. Why don't I have a map for this area? Hey, it says there's a bench this way. For all the good it'll do me. It could even be a lie, for all I know. Ah, conifer. Ah, so they sever into their pieces, and then they, one of them becomes the flyer one, and one of them becomes the one upon the floor. Cornifer, where are you? Cornifer, I don't even like to play this game until I find you somewhere, buddy. I'm about to drown. Nope, we're fine. Heyo. And we get one more mask shard on our route to getting more. Waterways is a cool place. Yeah, you know, it seems nice so far. The sounds are cool, besides the explosions. You know, the enemies seem alright. After doing, you know, Deep Nest, which had a lot of what I would call incredibly annoying enemies, these seem, you know, like they were built to be encountered first, probably. It's the best sound in the game. This music's really amped for just like being in this room, you know? This is like straight boss fight music, isn't it? Also, as you guys probably can imagine, but wouldn't know for sure if you haven't played the drums, this kind of drum beat is so much fun to play. But if you've never played the drums, it's absolutely as fun as it looks. Like, I wasn't, like, good at it or banned or anything, but, like, it was still great fun. Cornifer. He says, "Oh, aren't these waterways thrilling? A labyrinth of pipes and tunnels. I couldn't have asked for a better place to employ my talents. It's also orderly, so considered. Nothing like the crude irregularity of those caverns. Ah, but so sad. My trunk is telling me those fungal wastes are close. And I sense my damp adventure may have reached its end. Guess I'll be calling this map done." Oh. Okay, so apparently the Royal Waterways, you go the other way to get whatever, but he says his spidey senses are tingling for the fungal waste here, so we're gonna, can we like open a door? There's got to be some reason we didn't go down there. Dash faster, dash further, dash forever. Alright, so maybe I did that and then just, like, didn't walk here? That seems insane. How... It just doesn't seem like I would have done that. It doesn't mean it didn't happen. It's just very, very strange. Very strange indeed. Like, legitimately hard to believe that I wouldn't have tried to just walk right through this door. I had been in this room, I thought. Maybe not. Cause, like... We would have been to this bench and then what, like, just not tried to go to a new zone that was open to the left of us? Maybe we went up and to the left and not... down, and we just never tried to go down again? Alright, there was a little place to fall down there, which means we should activate it. After all, if you don't destroy all the destructible environments, what even are you? And those little puffball guys are largely, you know, passive. All you gotta do is not... not bash into them, and, you know, alright, so we just gotta go to the right here. Aha. Doesn't sound too normal. Doesn't look too normal. Dung Defender! Alright. His song is wonderful, isn't it? Bum 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 bum. Oh, that's bad. I'm about to die. Okay, right in the wall. Right in the wall. You can dodge that 4-panel attack. But of course, that's mainly just for healing. At least we got our heals off. Boom, baby. Nice little fight. You know, it would have been a lot harder with a weaker weapon and without as many, health points. And even then, if we didn't get the defend right in the corner for the heals, we would have dropped that fight. So there we go. We get Defender's Crest. What a fun song. Yep, a nice simple boss fight. It is, what a nice reprieve from having to try really hard against, like, Galleon to figure out what those things were going to do. And here you get a nice, simple, little fun thing. He defends the dung, and we destroy him. And we are washing away the rain. So this is just a way in here, just an alternate way in. Well, is there anything else? What did we get for that? This one. Causes the bearer to emit a heroic odor. How nice. No, the Dung Defender, he was just great fun, wasn't he? He reminds me, I don't know why, of the character like Kronk from Emperor's New Groove. You know, like the sort of guy that hums his own theme song, which I admire. I don't want to make it sound like humming your own theme song isn't awesome. It is awesome. I recommend it. Okay, that was bad. We should have dashed. Oh, because it gave the little crystal thing to be like, hey, you should dash. Oh. Interesting. Same marker right there. Whoops. A beautiful rancid egg for our troubles. Yum. Get wrecked. Whoops. Whoops again. Aha. Hello, ma'am. Eternal Emilicia. Ah, what a surprise. It's not often I receive visitors. It's been so long, ages even. I just hope my manners haven't left me. You've no doubt sensed my affluence. You're right to guess I'm renowned among the upper caste of Hallownest. Well, I was. Once, until these cretins cast me out. Have you met them, my former fellows? That's them outside. Their bodies shambling around all mindless and empty. And I'm still alive to witness their pathetic demise. I love her. I'm just so happy. Fate can be a wonderful thing. Oh, well, that's not so nice. She says, no doubt this one will meet its demise at the nails of the city's guards. I'll outlive you two, little grub, as I did all the others. And I'll be like, come again? She'll be like, oh, nothing. Isn't life just wonderful? Hey! That's how we get here. It all makes sense now. Alright, this is the fake one. You gotta go up for the real one. I remember. I still do not know how to open that one. Maybe it can't be opened. No, it definitely can be opened. This game's not hilarious enough to give me a door that can't be opened that looks like you can open it. Alright, so the waterways. Looks like we can still go right, though. Yeah, because Dung was up there, and then the door to her place was here, so... Only those who prove their honor in combat may enter the grove beyond. The Defender. Well, what's to the bottom right then? Can we get like... Nope. Flawed question. Well, that was quite a room, huh? Alright, so Acid Lake. Whoops. Whoops. Alright. We fight some normal dudes in a gauntlet style. They give us some rousing music about it. It looks like the floor might have been breakable. Alright. Yzma's Grove. We've consumed Yzma's tear. Acid shall be repelled. Swim in acidic waters without coming to any harm. Okay, cool. Good deal. We found the thing. Now we can freely move about the country. Oh, and that'll be the way out here, and that should probably be everything that's in here, right? I mean, we didn't try to go left. That's the way we came in. There we go, and now that was a place. I was like, it looked like we could go through it when we were on the map there, right? So. Oh, and this is just the other entrance to it. So you can take the good way out of the top, or this annoying dumb way. Oh. But we forgot to talk to the thing anyway. Ogrim, there's no time. Well, that's just like your opinion, man. But that went well. Actually a wonderful session. We got another Watcher done. We got a fun and simple boss fight. We got, you know, access to a new area. And importantly, we can swim in acid now, which means we can, like, try to check out a couple of those acid lakes, like the one over there by the Mantis Village, because there's, like, a lake of acid over there, so maybe there's something we can find there to do. And of course, she's still just having a time, you know, talking down to me and anybody else who will listen to her. You know, to her credit, she's polite to my face. Alright, there we go. So that's... I think the whole Waterways explored. It looks like there aren't any extra doors. We found the item there. We fought a boss. There's a shortcut and a connection to the left. So, good stuff. You know, the map is filling in, isn't it? But it does look like there's something, you know, above us there, to the right of us there. We should look into that. There's a lot of stuff we should do. But hey, things are going fine. Next time we'll try to see what we can do with these acid lakes, and maybe being able to swim in acid will help us in some way to get to there. To some other stuff. So I'm sure that it'll come in quite handy. But the hour grows late. Unfortunately, having a good time. I wish I could get rid of all this money. It's too much money to carry around, but hey, what are you gonna do?
Nada.
And those are just more pins, which I'll never use because I'm not responsible. And like I think I'd ever whole thing. White Wanderer, don't be shy. Cold outside. Bed is soft. Oh, this is her house. And she's like got all this merch of me. I guess I never noticed that she lived there. Because she's often sitting around outside. I still haven't found any tramways that are open, but we did get the pass. You know, we still got our elegant key. Things are going well. Everything's fine. We never use any charms except the ones that we use all the time. You know, just normal stuff. Because Sprint Master's nice, and I have to have Dash Master, and the compass is essential too, you know? So you have to buy the most things. You seem to make it possible to stockpile yourself out of them. I bought a couple of them earlier on in the game before I realized that I didn't need to, you know. But, yeah, good stuff, so... Yeah, next time when we return, we will, try to swim in some acid lakes now that we know how, and yeah, just see if we can make any progress towards that little guy on the map there, the last dreamer. And then I guess the game is reaching a conclusion-ish. There is, after all, not too many more places that can appear on the map. At least I don't think so. You know, my favorite game is Final Fantasy VI. And there's a point in Final Fantasy VI where you think, I've been everywhere on the map. The game is reaching a logical conclusion, and then, well, something changes, and it turns out the game is not over. But it happens in a couple Final Fantasy games, and every time it doesn't happen, I get upset. But anyway, I've got to go to bed. Later, Natasha. Good night. Good night, FBE lover. Good night, IDK. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Really had a good time. You know, we got to achieve our goals. It can be so frustrating for me because, you know, I like a game that enhances your experience when you poke around and explore. But sometimes, you know, when you have a goal, it can be frustrating when you feel like you can't move toward it. So this was a nice session. You know, I really set out to, you know, just try and head out towards the thing, and we ended up, you know, getting some new items, some new abilities, getting a new health point, you know, all that sort of stuff. Good things. But having a good time with this. Probably gonna keep on trying to pick it up every couple of days and just crack onward with it, you know, and because I've really had a good time with it, in spite of how annoyed I am with losing all my money sometimes. But anyway, that's all I've got for you tonight. See you.